Good afternoon, students. So, in the last class, we have discussed about creating tables, creating databases. Okay, so and we have discussed about different commands of SQL or MySQL. Now, first of all, we have discussed about how we can create the database. For that, we are having the command create database name, and afterwards after creating the database we have to use the database, so use database name. And afterwards, after using the database, if we want, we can also display the list of databases, that is show databases. And if we want to delete any database, then we have to use drop database. Okay, so these commands we had discussed in the last chapter, in the last lecture. Now, and afterwards we had also discussed about creating table. For that, we are having the syntax create table, table name, after within bracket field 1 data type, within bracket size, comma field 2 data type, within bracket size, and so on. In this manner we can create the fields. And we have discussed about various types of data types which are provided with the MySQL. And in that we are having integer category, integer, we are having double, we are having floating point, float data type, we are having char, varchar, date and time, date time, and boolean data type. So we are in the last lecture we have discussed all such data types and creating table, creating databases. And we had also discussed about this command, that is describe command. Basically, describe command, it is used to describe the structure of table. Means whatever columns we had created, whatever data types we had provided, constants, null values, default values, all these everything are provided with the help of desc command in a tabular form. Means structure of table is shown in the tabular form with the help of desc command. And the full form of desc is describe. Now we will proceed further with after desc. Now we will proceed with show create command and insert command. Means now we will insert records into the table. Okay, so we'll use these two commands. So here you can see that first of all I had given show databases in order to display the list of databases that I had already created. And you can see here employee and employee1 are two databases which I had already created. Now afterwards I am using use employee. In the last lecture I had already explained to you that after creating the database we have to use the database. In order to insert inside the database, in order to work with the database, here I had spelled employee wrongly, so it gives an error message. But here use employee and here database changed. Okay, now here I am displaying the list of tables, show tables. Okay, so in order to display the list of tables, show tables command is given. And here you can see that it is displaying a single table, that is EMP, that I had created with employee database. So in order to display the list of tables, show tables command is given. Afterwards I had explained to you about desc command, that is describe command. And describe is used to display the structure of table in tabular form. Here you can see that it provides the list of fields, data types, size, null values, constraints, default, and extra if anything you might have given. Now here you can see that the list of fields EMP, NOE, name, address, salary, bonus, and so on. And similarly sorry, respective data types integer, varchar, double, and so on. And here null values, all are having null values, no any constant is given, default is not given. Okay, so it provides the structure of table in tabular form. Keep this in mind. Now here afterwards I had used another database, use employee1, you can see here. And afterwards I had used create command to create another table in employee1 database. Now here you can see that create table, table name, then field name, data type, size, field name, data type, size. I had created another table in database employee1. And afterwards again I had used our previous database, that is employee. After using that, Again, I had used employee one in order to create another table in the database employee one, and here I had created a table depth. Here you can see that the structure of depth table is given, depth integer, dname, varchar, loc, varchar is given, and this table is created. Once again, I return back to our previous database, that is employee, and here I had given the command show tables, and it is displaying the list of tables, that is EMP. So in our previous database we are having a single table, that is EMP, and it is providing the name of that. But if existing in a particular database we want to display the list of tables of another database, we have to use show tables from database name. Here you can see that show tables from database name, and here we are having depth and emp1. It is displaying two tables over here. Okay, so here two tables are displayed over here. So in order to display structure of table in query form, we are having another command, that is show create table, table name. And here you can see that show create table emp. I had given this command, and as I give this command, you can see here structure of table emp table is shown in the query form. Here you can see that exactly whatever query we had provided, that query is being shown over here, but it is displaying the structure of table. Here you can see that create table emp, then emp integer, default, null, and similarly for all the fields it display, or all the attributes it display, field name, data type, size, default value, constants if provided, everything is provided, but in query form. So there is a basic difference. Whenever you want to display structure of table in tabular form, you have to use desc command, and whenever you want to display structure of table in query form, you have to use show create table, table name. And here it also displays the name of engine. Here while creation of table, InnoDB engine is used. Here you can see that InnoDB engine is used, and char set is Latin one. Okay, so in order to display structure of table in query form, we have to use show create table, table name. After displaying the structure of table, now in order to insert records in the table, we have to use insert command, and for that we are having syntax insert into table name values, afterwards value 1, value 2, value 3, value 4, and so on. But keep in mind, whenever we are using insert command and whenever we are using this syntax insert into table name values within bracket value 1, value 2, value 3, and so on, in this case always we have to keep in mind that we have to provide data or record to each and every field. Okay, make it clear that we have to provide data to each and every field. We can't skip any particular field, we can't ignore any field, we can't leave any field as a null, as a backend. Okay, make it clear. But if you want to leave any field, or if you don't want to give data to a particular field, you can use null keyword. Okay, make it clear. So whenever we are using insert into table name values and afterwards value 1, value 2, value 3, and so on, this whenever we are using this syntax, in this syntax we have to use, or we have to provide value to each and every field of the table. Make it clear. Okay, and whenever we want to leave any particular field, then we have to provide null value. Now here you can see this, here I had inserted one record to our EMP table. Now here you can see that insert into EMP values 1, ABC, Riva, 50,000, 9,000, abc@gmail.com, and here date is provided over here. Okay, so here you can see that, and also had provided the mobile number, and afterwards hire date. Hire date is also provided over here. Now you can see with keen observation, you can see that here ABC means name is provided within single inverted comma, address is also provided within single inverted comma because of varchar data type, and here email is provided within single inverted comma. Here you can see that, and date is provided within single inverted comma. So whenever we are providing date, we have to provide the date within single inverted comma, and always we have to follow the particular format, that is year YYY MMDD. Okay, so while providing the date we have to follow the format YYYMMDD, make it clear. Okay, so we have to keep this in mind. And here you can see that I had provided the mobile number within single inverted comma because I had given varchar data type for the mobile number. Clear? So in this manner, insert into table name values, and afterwards within bracket you have to provide the values separated with comma. Here you can see that. Now here in the second example, basically this example is showing how we can provide values, means two records at a time or two rows at a time. So for this, what we have to do, we have to follow the same format, that is insert into table name values, and afterwards we have to provide first row. Then after providing the first row we have to provide comma. Okay, so here you can see that I had given comma over here. Here you can see that I had given comma. Now after providing the comma you can start your second row. Clear? So here I had started my second row. Here I had given 3 PQR 10 here and so on, and the records are provided over here. So we can provide more than one row or record at a time separated with comma. Clear? Okay. Afterwards, now here you can also provide second format of insert, that is insert into table name within bracket field 1, field 2, field 3, field 4 and so on, bracket close, values, value 1, value 2, value 3, value 4 and so on. It means we can also provide records to the selected field or okay. So in order to provide records to the selected field, we have to use this syntax. Once again I am repeating the syntax: insert into table name within bracket field 1, field 2, field 3, bracket close, values within bracket value 1, value 2, value 3, value 4 and so on. Okay, so this syntax is used to insert records to the selected fields only. And you can say that it is also an interactive syntax, and it is means we can insert records to the selected fields only. Make it clear. So here I had insert into emp, row name, salary, values 4, xyz, 90,000. So a single row I had inserted over here. So basically these are the two formats of the insert command, and in this manner we can insert records into the table. Now we will discuss another query. With the help of that query we can create copy or duplicate of any table, or you can say that we can create another table which is exactly the true copy of first table, and for that we have to use create table, new table name as select star from old table name. Once again I repeat the syntax: create table, new table name as select star from old table name. Okay, so create table emp2 as select star from emp, as emp is already created, you had seen. Now here you can see the structure of emp table. Okay, and here you can see the structure of emp2 table. You can see both the tables are having same structure, and here you can also see that 4 rows affected, means whatever data emp table is having, exactly emp2 is also having same data, same structure, means copy of emp table is created with the name as emp2. Okay, as I think it might be clear to you. And afterwards we will also discuss one more syntax. With the help of that syntax we can insert records from one table to another table, but both the tables must have same structure, means both the tables must have same columns, same size, same data type, means exactly true copy of the first table. So in order to copy data we can use syntax insert into new table name, select star from old table name. Insert into new table name, select star from old table name. So insert into emp2, select star from emp. So with the help of this syntax we can copy data of old table to another, or you can say that any new table. Okay, so we have for today, this much for today. You go through this video, listen it properly, note down the queries, practice the queries in your home, in your PC, and revise it properly. Okay, and be careful while executing the query. Use the proper syntax and use the proper data type size, use the proper single inverted commas and so on, and use semicolon. Okay, so this was for today. In the next video we will start our simple queries. Okay, thank you.